Yes.
All right. Chief Meteorologist Chris Franklin standing by to the look at the forecast.
Okay, we've been talking about the Arctic chill that is on the way, but we still have to get through a few days of the low 80s before that arrives. So don't be surprised if you go outside and while it's chilly, not exactly Arctic cold just yet. We've got a few days to go. As a matter of fact, with the increase in temperatures and humidity, we'll start to see some fog developing. It doesn't look to be too bad of an issue tomorrow morning, but I think by Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning, we'll probably have to contend with it, mainly in the early morning hours. And then that Arctic blast only looks to last for a couple of days, but building up to it, temperatures will continue to climb. Lower 80s by Friday and Saturday, and then the bottom drops out late on Sunday. Highs Monday, Tuesday. Monday, I think we're struggling, staying in the 50s all day long. We will get to 60 degrees on Tuesday, and both days kind of completely different. Morning lows starting tomorrow, still chilly. 40s, 50s, we're already there right now. In fact, we may start seeing temperatures rise during the overnight hours before daybreak tomorrow, because we now have an onshore wind and humidity is on the rise. That usually allows the temperatures to also climb during those early morning hours. 50s, low 60s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all in the 60s. Then by Monday morning, we're in the 40s, both sides of the lake, but also it is going to be windy, so it'll feel more like the 30s and maybe a few spots on the North Shore feeling like the 20s. High pressure is moving away. That is bringing back more of an onshore wind. Winds coming off of the Gulf, increased temperatures, increased humidity. Again, that may start to lead to fog, maybe patchy areas early tomorrow morning, but perhaps a little more widespread starting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That warm and more humid feel as we contend with or go to the end of the week and into the weekend. Then we're going to fast forward Saturday. Here's the upper pattern and a deep upper level trough that is bringing in cold eastern Canadian air that actually originates up in the Arctic, eventually making its way and kind of centered over Hudson Bay and then plunging down to the south. Some very cold temperatures that'll last till about Wednesday morning. By Wednesday afternoon, we're already starting to see a rebound. Still chilly, but the coldest of the air starts to retreat back up toward the northeast the later in the week we get. Now, this computer model actually ends on Monday, but note the spread of those sub-freezing temperatures across the nation by Monday. I think we're just outside of the realm of the frost freeze line, but definitely by Tuesday morning, we will have freezing temperatures. Monday's primary issue will be the winds. It'll really start cutting into you during the morning, and it'll stay breezy all day long. By Monday night going into Tuesday, the winds settle. Tuesday morning will be the morning of the frost freeze. North Shore, Mississippi, river parishes. Coldest part of the day will obviously be the morning, but we're not going to have the winds to contend with later in the afternoon and evening. So again, we still have a warming trend through the weekend before we get to that Arctic air. Just kind of giving you the well in advance heads up for a complete wardrobe change next week. Mostly clear skies outside right now. And as I said, we're already chilly. 58 degrees right now, Kenner, and we're at 48 degrees at Slidell. This is about where I think our lows are going to be after midnight tonight. After that, I do think the temperatures and dew points will be on the rise, because dew points right now 40s and 50s, and they will be gradually increasing through the overnight, which will likely increase temperatures as well. Notice by tomorrow, we started out the day in the 30s, 40s for our dew points. By tomorrow afternoon, we're back into the lower 60s. So definitely more of a humid feel, and with that increase in humidity as well, I think that's why Thursday, Friday, Saturday will have the fog to contend with in the morning. We'll start to see the temperatures dropping later in the day Sunday. Very cold, windy start on Monday, and a freeze likely come Tuesday.